presenting 5 unique twin-engine aircraft with pusher configurations, which you've probably never heard of. Number 1. The first twin-pusher aircraft on our list hails from Italy. Formerly a subcontractor for Boeing and Airbus, OMA Sud is an Italian company that ventured into aircraft manufacturing with the Skycar. You might think the Skycar is a roadable airplane, but the name actually implied the idea of merging the comfort and convenience of a luxury car with the experience of flight. OMA Sud certainly did not compromise on luxury, designing the aircraft around a spacious cabin large enough to accommodate up to 5 passengers on fine Italian leather seats. The Skycar is characterized by a boxy fuselage, providing a cabin volume of about 240 cubic feet, with ample space for passengers or cargo. This high-wing monoplane operates on twin Lycoming IO-360s arranged in a pusher configuration. What sets this plane apart are the twin vertical tails, high-mounted horizontal stabilizer, and engines mounted to the trailing edges of the wings. Featuring a lift-generating fuselage, the Skycar also boasts a unique rear door that can be opened mid-flight for cargo and rescue operations. The Skycar prototype took to the skies on December 21, 2007, and it was publicly introduced at the 2009 Paris Air Show. The Skycar's versatile design catered to a variety of markets and purposes, including general aviation, military, and civil defense. Its twin boom structure and the rear door that opens during flight were innovative features that facilitated cargo loading, delivery of supplies, and even suitable for skydiving operations. OMA Sud established a sales office in Florida with the aim of promoting their unique aircraft to the U.S. market. Priced at just under $1 million at the time, OMA Sud has since faded into obscurity, with no recent updates about the Skycar being released. Number 1. And now, an interesting twin from the Ukraine. The Softex V24 presents an intriguing engine layout that's somewhat reminiscent of a miniature Honda jet. Its twin pusher engines are perched high above each wing, and together with a prominent T-tail and sleek winglets, the aircraft takes on the guise of a small business jet. One that burns avgas, of course. And going off of the luxuriously appointed cabin, that may have well been the intent. However, details regarding the V24 are scarce, and it remains unclear which segment of the market it is precisely targeting. Is it a mini luxury aircraft or a light twin trainer? The anticipated price point is about $500,000. Potential buyers have the choice of equipping the V24 with either a pair of 100 horsepower Rotax 912s or the more powerful 160 horsepower Lycoming IO-320. Turboprops are also under consideration, though nothing has left the drawing board. Similar to Cirrus aircraft, it features an integrated BRS parachute for enhanced safety. While there are no clear records of sales, Catherine's report highlights an incident where a V-24 registered in the US crash-landed in a snowy field in Montana following an engine failure, suggesting it might have been one of the prototypes. On social media, one Facebook group has dubbed it the Flying Dream. At this point, the Softex seems to remain just that, a dream, as no recent updates on the aircraft have surfaced. Number 3. Next up, a sleek design from Poland. EM-11 Orca was the brainchild of Edward Margański, a veteran glider designer. This heritage is evident in the Orca's design, with its slender fuselage that bears sleek lines of a high-performance sailplane. You could also say the Orca looks somewhat similar to a scaled-down Piaggio Avanti. Construction of the Orca commenced in 2001, with its first flight taking place in 2003. Margański aimed to combine luxury and high efficiency, likening the aircraft to a flying limousine. Yet, the seating arrangement was more Ferrari than limo, with passengers seated low in an almost prone position, reducing drag by minimizing the aircraft's frontal profile. While Margański cited the elegant Morava LET 200 as an aesthetic influence, it bears little resemblance to the Orca. The prototype was equipped with popular Rotax 912s and fixed landing gear, accommodating 2 passengers. Recognizing the business potential and a wider market, production models were upgraded with Lycoming IO-320s of 160 horsepower, retractable gear, and seating for 4. Some versions featured a conventional tail, while others adopted a T-tail design. An ambitious version of the Orca was tested with TP100 turboprop engines, and enhancing its resemblance to the Mini Avanti even more. The Orca was also pitched as a reconnaissance aircraft with a large camera installed in the nose. Considering its high visibility cockpit and wraparound windows, probably not a bad platform for the mission. Number 4. Next up, another pusher twin from Italy. The Piaggio 166 might not be as obscure as other aircraft on this list, yet definitely worth mentioning. A distant relative to the sleek Avanti, the P166 is recognizable by its unique gull-wing design and portly fuselage. The Piaggio P166 started life as a P136 Royal Gull amphibian and evolved into the land-based P166. The P166 gained roughly double the cabin space and power was increased. Capable of transporting up to 9 passengers or a generous amount of cargo, the P166 was powered by various models of geared Lycoming engines, ranging from 340 to 380 horsepower. In the 1970s, the P166 received an upgrade to Lycoming turboprop engines. A number of these upgraded aircraft were purchased by the Italian Coast Guard for surveillance purposes. Its sizable tip tanks gave the P166 up to 9 hours of endurance, making it an ideal platform for search and rescue missions. The P166 served in the Italian and South African Air Forces and continues to be operated by a handful of private owners to this day. Initial models featured a swing gear landing system similar to the Republic CB. Subsequent models, however, incorporated gear retraction into sponsons, similar to the Mitsubishi EMU-2, which provided extra cabin space. Despite its rugged landing gear, which performed well on rough runways, the P166 was somewhat underpowered and required generous runway length for takeoff, and perhaps the reason why pilots affectionately referred to the P166 as the pig. Number 5. Lastly, a model from the US. Among the twin pusher aircraft listed thus far, the AVTEC 400A stands out as the most striking and innovative design. As a twin pusher, it was equipped with Pratt & Whitney PT6 engines, each delivering 680 horsepower. Its unique design included a canard mounted atop the fuselage, which, in combination with the low-set wings and pusher propellers, contributed to an optimal passenger experience by offering increased cabin space and reduced noise. Introduced in the early 1980s and crafted by designer Al Mooney, the AVTEC 400A was constructed using composite materials. It served as an experimental platform to validate its design principles and establish a groundwork for a larger 9-seat version that ultimately never left the drawing board. Designed entirely with computer-aided design systems, the 400A aimed to directly compete with the King Air and Cheyenne turboprops, as well as other conventionally styled corporate aircraft. It boasted ambitious performance specifications, claiming a cruising speed of 240 knots at 41,000 feet, a climb rate of 4,000 feet per minute, and a range of 2,200 nautical miles. It's also worth noting that the 400A featured control sticks for the pilots instead of traditional yokes found in most corporate planes. Regrettably, the 400A did not progress beyond the prototype stage due to its inability to secure FAA certification. As production costs ballooned and funding depleted, the sole prototype now resides at Camarillo Airport in California, with little hope of flying ever again.